The Rural Access and Mobility Project, Raamp, a product of an initiative of the federal government, driven by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, with support from the World Bank, French Development Bank, tailored in the mood of the old DIFRI, has one primary objective: to improve transport conditions and bring sustained access to the rural population through rehabilitation and maintaining key rural transport infrastructure in Nigeria, with an eye on employment generation, improve competitiveness of commodity value chains, and increase income of rural farmers who are the anchors of the nation's food supply system. With initial pilot scheme in Phase 1, otherwise known as Raamp 1, in 2 states of Kaduna and Cross River states, where hitherto inaccessible 1,000-kilometer rural roads were constructed, the project has grown in leaps and bounds, succeeding in linking agriculture, access and commodity marketing. Before the closing of Raamp 1, 4 additional states of Niger, Ogun, Enugu, Imo and Adamawa were added to the project, signaling the commencement of Phase 2, known as Raamp 2. At this phase, a quantum leap and acceleration in rural road construction was achieved, with tales of impactful stories from community members in the affected states, where over 2,000 kilometers were captured and constructed. It closed in December 2021.
This road before is no good at all. If you say at that time, you go suffer for this road. And now it's better.
This road has already bring good attraction to this village and to the neighboring village over there, like Batamangi, Yeti and Charati, all the way to Tashaja.
That when we are going to farm, we know they pack our things, go back to Suleja, we just leave it because not any motor that you can pass here. But this year, by the grace of God, we can go to the house.
So we are more benefited. Like those our motor now, they have no more spot in the road again. They are move freely. Our people are move freely. To go up and down is not even hardly for us again.
This our road. Before we used to suffer ourselves. Our wife and our mothers used to carry load with head go Suleja and Izon. But now there is advantage. We don't used to suffer ourselves with the inter machine go Suleja or Izon. Even more Tomase with the inter.
The day before you no go fit pass, but now we dey pass. Whether na run motor dey run. We thank God where they do for that one for us.
The Raamp 2 phase was a benchmark not only in project conception, execution and supervision, but in community and state engagements. The success of these processes led to increased ownership posture of the benefiting states, laying the foundation for more states to show interest in the project, because the Raamp initiative is proving the extent of what can be achieved when both the federal and state governments work together on policies and programs in uplifting the welfare of the rural populace.
We are actually receiving support from the state government. Initially, we started with only 2 states, that is Kaduna and Cross River State. That was when the project was piloted. And when other states realized the successes recorded in the implementation of the project in these 2 states, over 1,000 kilometers of rural road were constructed. And part of the support we received from federal government, like Cross River State, the state government was able to, and then we are promoting mostly 8 roads. The state government was able to asphaltate all the entire length of over 500 kilometers of rural roads in that state. So this is part of the cooperation we are actually receiving from the state. And we now move to Raamp 2 after before the project closes. We are able to admit additional 4 states, and then later Imo was added. We had Adamawa, Enugu, Niger, and Osun under the second phase of the project, which we normally call Raamp 2. So we equally construct over 2,000 kilometers in those 4 states, and I think the project closes sometimes in 2021, December 2021. We started receiving so much expression of interest from the state, which led to, because of limited resources, we have to develop state selection criteria to equally determine the commitment of the state government before we actually admit those states to participate in the project. And that success has actually led us to where we are today, where we are having 13 states initially under the Raamp trio.
With 19 states now effectively on board, the Phase 3, Raamp 3, is up and running. The marketing component has been added, resulting in what is now known as Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project, Raamp 3.
We added agricultural marketing, which we found very, very important from the lesson learned under the implementation of the project, both in Raamp 1 and Raamp 2. So the agricultural marketing component was equally added. The intention here is to intervene in providing some critical infrastructure in the market, and the objective is to improve trading hours to equally bring about an enabling environment for trading of agricultural farm produce. We are not only providing access now to storage facilities, to processing centers, to market, we are also improving the market. Another major component we have, which we found very, very interesting, is the issue of community-based maintenance, where we recruit people living across the road corridors to provide the routine maintenance, while the annual mechanized maintenance is being contracted out. So this actually is another way we are telling the people that these are your roads, you have to take care of these roads. We equally provided a stipend amount of money for them, for providing them that services. We train them, we provide the equipment, we equally supervise their activities to make sure that they are doing things in the right way. And more especially now where we are, mostly we are no longer constructing any earth roads. Most of our roads are either asphalted, surface dressed, or equally we have to find a way because of climate change issues, and equally, the demand and the challenges we're experiencing in terms of the durability of these roads, the sustainability of these roads. Another fundamental things equally we took into consideration from the lesson learned was the issue of sustainability. When we did Raamp 1 and Raamp 2, we were unable to provide a sustainable mechanism for the maintenance. As the popularly say, maintenance is always a challenge. So this time around, we introduced sustainability into the project concept, which has to do with the establishment of Rural Access Road Authority or agency in the participating state. We supported the state to establish this agency. We equally supported them with state road fund, which today we have over about 11 out of the 19 states that actually put the bills into law and equally are about to operationalize, while other states has actually put the bills before their state house of assembly. So by and large, our desire is before the project closes, in all the states where we are operating, we have this sustainable mechanism put in place.
Apart from the critical aspect of sustainability embedded in the project at this stage, the success story of both Raamp 1 and 2, and the attraction it has generated from more participating states, the project is proving to be the icing on the cake in the realization of the food security component of the renewed hope agenda of the present administration.
You see, Raamp is fundamental and actually one of the major contributors of attainment of food security. And if you cannot move the farm produce, I think the last research by World Bank, about 25 to 30% of the farm produce, were lost through post-harvest losses. And one of the major fundamental reasons is lack of access, a lack of storage facilities in this market, and that is where Raamp come in. Travel time has reduced, where you need to travel for more than 1 hour. This is a good road, you can achieve it in 30 minutes. Maintaining the safety and equally the speed. You can access market easily, you can sell your farm produce. And equally, this Raamp project is also providing some storage facilities in the market. If you cannot sell your farm produce, you can equally keep your farm produce for the next market day. So this is why Raamp is very, very important. And most of the farmers in this country are peasant farmers living in the rural areas. And these are the people that feed this nation. So you can see why Raamp has to provide that fundamental critical infrastructure, which actually not only give them access to market, it also provides access to social amenities like pipe-borne waters, schools, medical facilities. It equally supports in terms of reduction in maternal death as a result of not having access easily to hospitals. So this is why Raamp is fundamental and very, very critical to the present administration in terms of attainment of food security. We are collaborating with World Bank. We are also collaborating with a French Development Agency, which we popularly call as AFD. They are equally supporting this project. And the door is equally open for other development partners to come in to support the initiative of this administration in terms of food security. So food security, because of the kind of environment we have where most of our farmers are peasant farmers, you will see why we need that critical infrastructure called road.
It is the expectation of the management of the project, which is the shining light in benchmarking project management best practices in the delivery of public sector project, that before the third phase, Raamp 3 concludes, the entire 36 states and the FCT will come on board to ensure that no one is left behind in reaping the enormous benefits of the Raamp 3 in food security and rural access in Nigeria.